Chapter 1. Recker and Haley had just made it to the large, glitzy hotel. The man they were looking for, Darren Harmon, wasn't that far ahead of them. They tried to head him off at the club he visited first, but they were just a hair too late. Harmon first popped up on their radar after texting a buddy that he was going out that night to some bars and clubs to find some women he could have his way with. He mentioned in the text he had something extra to help him in that regard, leading Jones to believe he was going to drug someone. Jones found out Harmon booked a room at the hotel, though he didn't have enough time to find out the room number. It took him a little time to find out which bars Harmon liked to frequent. Since the information came in so late, the team didn't even have time to stake out Harmon's home address. When they got the alert from Jones's program, they immediately started hitting bars and clubs in the area to try to find the suspect. Once Jones finally found the bar Harmon was likely to be at, and when Recker and Haley arrived, they learned from the bartender Harmon had just left with a woman on his arm. Upon arriving at the hotel, Recker and Haley showed Harmon's picture to a few people and asked if they'd seen the man, hoping they'd get lucky. Unfortunately, no one did. After asking around, Recker and Haley looked around the lobby, trying to figure out their next move. Recker touched the comm device in his ear to get in contact with Jones. "David, we're striking out here. You getting anything?" Jones was feverishly typing away, trying desperately to come up with a room number. "I'm working on it." "We don't have much time. It's not going to take this guy too long to do what he came here for." "I know. I'm just about there." Haley then tapped Recker on the arm. "We might as well start walking the halls. It'll give us a head start. Maybe one of us will be nearby when he finally gets it, or maybe one of us will hear something walking by." Recker nodded. "If this girl's been drugged, we're not likely to hear anything. But it's a good idea anyway. I'll do the even floors, you do the odd. Let me know if you find anything." Recker let Jones know what they were doing as the two silencers broke up and started roaming the halls. The two men quickly walked down their respective floors, looking and listening for any potential signs of the man they were looking for. Even though they knew it was unlikely they were going to find anything, that was all they could do. They had to hope the woman would be able to scream, leading them to the room, or if she had enough energy, run out of the room if the drugs hadn't taken full effect yet. But they still knew their best chance at finding them was Jones. It was a 20-floor hotel with almost 1,000 rooms. Without some type of fluke occurrence, Recker and Haley knew they were basically looking for a needle in a haystack. As Recker walked through the first floor, Haley was done on the second at basically the same time. They each walked up their respective stairs to start searching the next floors. "Chris, anything?" "Negative." They continued the pattern for a few more floors until Recker and Haley were on the 5th and 6th floors. By that point, their hope was about to evaporate, even though they had a good chunk of the hotel still left. They knew there was nothing else they could do on their end. As they reached the end of their floors, Jones lifted their moods. "Got it. 12th floor. Room 1226. "On the way," Recker said. Recker and Haley immediately raced up the stairs to get to the 12th floor, though Haley was closer and would get there first. Upon getting to the 12th floor, Haley threw open the door and ran down the hallway until he reached the room in question. He took a quick listen at the door, but didn't hear anything. He had to take it on faith that Jones was right. If not, it would be quite embarrassing to walk in on someone who didn't have ulterior motives at hand. He also didn't have time to wait for Recker, even though he wasn't too far behind. Haley slowly jiggled the handle to see if they had the good fortune of it being unlocked, but they weren't that lucky. Haley took a few steps back and was about to kick it in before he remembered it wouldn't work. Jones had already told them the hotel doors were much stronger than residential doors, due to having to meet a high fire rating and being aligned with steel. It was likely security would be there long before Haley was able to kick it in.